I feel very calm and relaxed in this home. It makes me feel incredibly safe and it gives me that feeling of serenity. Most of the time I really want to just be in this house, in this home, and don't have a need to go anywhere else. It's just our little paradise, I'd say. My name is Kasia and I'm a designer. I've been living in this house for about 12 years now, but it hasn't been looking like this for 12 years. So our home is located in West Norwood, and that's approximately 5 miles from central London. The house is probably just under 100 years old and it's a post-war semi-detached house. Other than keeping the front and the side wall, we stripped everything and built it basically a new house, so it doesn't look like what it was before at all. And people always think that we actually moved to a completely different house. You enter and you kind of forget that you're in a city, and that's what we created. You open up this large wooden gate, but you can still see through, and you've got loads of greenery on the fence, on the house, and you can just sit down on the bench and just relax and have a cup of coffee. So the porch is kind of like a little pocket. It allows us to keep all the dirt in there. So any mud, wet clothes, we can keep it there. I really actually like it because we have a tiny bench, we can sit and put our shoes on, but also it gives you the feel of what the house is like, which is minimal and cozy. Our hallway is very simple. It actually doesn't have anything visible in there. We've got lots of storage spaces under the stairs, but everything hidden. And it takes you, so from the porch, you enter the hallway through this big glass door, and it kind of seems like a tunnel that takes you through to the living space and the garden. So you kind of are drawn into the living area straight away. So our living room and dining room are kind of joined together, actually with a kitchen, so it's all open space where we can all do our own things. In a dining room in particular, we have this big table which we really like, and we love our dinners together where we have a rule, actually no phones at the table, but we're sitting here a lot and we may just have a cup of tea and chit chat. And then we have the living space, which we play around a lot in there with our son, but in the evening especially we've got cinema. So we have this big backdrop which also is a blind, and we have a projector, and we have a full-size cinema, and we've got our popcorn machine, so we really enjoy that space a lot. But during the day, even just sitting on our sofa and looking outside the window to the garden is something beautiful. The garden is like a little paradise in this house. In order to enter it in, we've got these bifold huge doors that we really like to have it open when it's really sunny, and the concrete floor kind of flows into the garden. So again, it joins the garden with the house itself. So we've got evergreen garden, which means it's never dull, and it changes the colors over the course of the year. So sometimes we've got just a jasmine blooming and it's all white and smells delightfully. And then we may have some green popping here and there, and we've got fruits and that you can just enjoy during summer. We actually have all this like calisthenics frames, so it's a great space to exercise, but also functions as a space where you can hang your hammock, or you may hang the swing. So there's loads of space to actually relax and enjoy it, but it's very, very, very green, and it kind of joins the front and the back of the house. It's very minimalistic when you look at it, but then when you're diving into it, you see that we have loads of panels that may look just like a wall, but you open them up and we have just the storage there. So loads of shelvings where we can keep our pastas and rice and all these dry nuts and, you know, juices. And then we have the countertop, which is a very large space, so more than enough for cooking. If anybody loves cooking, like we like sometimes experiment. We have everything hidden, which means the oven is hidden, the microwave's hidden, the fridge is hidden, everything is hidden. The bins are hidden. And we have this fantastic tub that we love because you get instant boiling water, you get your sparkling water, cooled still water, and then just regular water, and a fantastic large sink where you can just dump everything in and it still doesn't look dirty. So the WC on the ground floor, you can enter straight from the hallway, and it's a very small room painted in very dark colors, so it really segregates that space from the rest of the living area where it's very bright and light and joyful. In a weird way, I actually really enjoy that particular space because it's so small and it's a bit dark and the lights is very dimmed. It kind of makes you really relax, and I think that's what you need. The shower room is actually quite special. We don't have any windows on the walls because I didn't want to compromise on the space that we can use for the storage on the shower space. So we have this V-Lux window in the roof section, the ceiling section, that it's right above the shower. So especially summer times, again, when you have a beautiful sun or just clouds and you're taking the shower, you can just enjoy a bit of the blue, beautiful shades coming through. What I also enjoy is standing in the study and you've got this whole view of the landing space, a little bit of the staircase and the shower. So it's the lines of the shower screen and the shower archives, the lighting, it's just perfect. The front bedroom is very simple, as all of our bedrooms. There is a bed and all of the cupboards that are completely closed off, so you can't see what's behind it. One of the special parts of it is that section of the wardrobe you can open up and open a desk. Okay, so initially the idea was for our child, when he grows up, it can be his room where he can do his creative stuff or reading or whatever he wants. So this is the space where it's so easy to fold, close it, you've got beautiful guest room, but it can be also used as a little study. And another aspect of that room is that part of the ceiling is vaulted, so it gives that spaciousness feeling, and we hide the lighting in there as well, so it's very calm and serene. The back bedroom is actual mirror of the front bedroom, where we have entire wall covered in closed off cupboards and wardrobes. And we also have a desk in there, but it's not as lush as the front one. This bedroom in particular actually joins with the study. So initially the idea was that, you know, it can be turned into cot room, to a walk-in wardrobe, or it can be still a study. So you can access the study from the bedroom as well as the landing area, but you can completely close it off as well. And what's beautiful about this bedroom is that the view is, you just get the greenery, and you also look at the green roof that we have on top of our extension. The study is a small space, but I really like it. It's very simple. We've got this beautiful long desk and a cupboards up there, everything again closed off to keep it simple and minimalistic. And we have a simple lighting in there as well. You can enter it from the back bedroom as well as the landing area. So it can be completely closed off or open to give you again the sense of spaciousness. The lovely part about it is that as soon as you look out of the very large window, which is pretty much from the ceiling to the floor, you can see green roof, or at least what is supposed to be green roof, because unfortunately our irrigation system was off for the last 6 months and we didn't know because we were away. So at this point of time, we're supposed to have really lush, wild planting there, but it's a little bit dry and sad, but it's coming up, so it's still going to be green roof. The master bedroom is right at the top in a loft area, and this room is fully cladded in birch ply, similarly to our dining room and living space, and it gives you that sense of like being in a cabin, and that's what we kind of initially envisioned. We have lovely built-in wardrobes, but in the center, more or less in the center of it, we have a window, large window and a sitting area from which you can see the central London. So we get lovely views in there. Also, we have this fantastic large wall that it moves, so you can open it up and you can join it with a baby room, so it kind of can become a one room. So the fourth bedroom in the house, it's a baby room. In this room, what was important to us was to create a space where the child can grow into. So from baby, where you can maybe have a little cot, to a space where toddler can enjoy. So we have this folding bed just under the eaves, and when you open it, it has shelves, it has lights, it's a beautiful little reading space and relaxing space, but also has a desk where the child can draw and learn and do whatever they want to. So it can be a single room, but it can also be an open space. The loft bathroom is probably one of my favorite parts of the house. I adore the bath in that space, which has a skylight right above it. So when you lie down and relax, you've got that feeling of being a little bit outside. We have a large mirror installed in that bathroom as well to give that sense of the space being larger, and lots of greenery as we have across all of the house. What was important, because I love baths so much, it make the bath the center or the core part of the bathroom. So everything else is in the colors that kind of blend in with the rest of the room, but the bath is the main, is the queen. I feel the staircase is often overlooked. When designing the staircase area, I wanted to make sure that we enjoy it as much as the rest of the house. We've got the birch ply staircase that's been made on site. We have beautiful, simple handrails that are very thought through. We have a walk-on glass on every landing that again brings the light right from the top to the landing area or the hallway on the ground floor. And every centimeter of it really has been thought through. And I just adore it. Like, I sometimes sit in a, let's say, back bedroom on the first floor, and I just like look at the staircase and the railing through the beautiful large doors. And I think just this on its own is like a piece of art. Some people ask us why we have no artwork on the walls or anywhere, in fact. And I actually think that if we had anything, it would completely take away from the beautiful simplicity of the space. So definitely no artworks in this house. One of my favorite items is the lighting above the dining table, which actually has been made to order. And the idea was to have something simple but organic and that kind of flows, and it's the center of the room. So definitely a favorite one. Interlocking chairs that we got from old university, that it can be standing on its own, but you can join it together and they become a bench. And the favorite item is the cinema. You know, in the evenings when we can get the popcorn and just relax and just watch a movie or a program is something really special.
Could you tell us something surprising about yourself?
So I've just been talking about how amazing the house is and how much love we've put into it. It's an incredibly emotional space for us. Our son was born here, but something to say is that I think I can let go pretty easily. And we've just decided to sell the house and we're going to be traveling. But I am really sure that whoever is going to be living here, it will love the space as much as we do.